animated Anarchy series presents the animated Showdown.
All right, what's up, everybody? We are here. It is a Wednesday afternoon. We are on your lunch break. Hopefully, you don't lose your lunch by the end of this show. But it is the animated Showdown, part of the animated Anarchy series. This is episode 5 here on the One Tunes Combined YouTube channel. I am, of course, I'm your host, Dutchie, joined as always by Money E.
What's up?
Sean is here.
Hello.
And, of course, our wild card, Dave.
Let's get it.
So, all right. Interesting battles here this afternoon. Of course, it's nighttime as we're recording this, but anyway. We have Claymore versus Spawn. We have Timon and Pumba versus the Angry Beavers. Jabberjaw versus the Pirates of Dark Water. And we have, in our main event, the Cleveland Show versus Tom and Jerry. Now, of course, how this works, it's a best of 5. We're going to run a randomizer in just a minute or so, find out what our 5 categories are. These guys are going to give their opinion on who wins what category. If a show wins a category 3-0, they get 30 points. 3-1, they get 20. 3-2, they get 10, and the loser gets 5. If you are swept in a battle, then you lose 10 points. And we've had that happen quite a few times already in this series. All right, I am going to pull the randomizer up. Let me share screen here.
It would be funny if we got the same categories, but just different order.
I don't think Dave would find it that funny.
No.
All right. Everybody see the screen?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
All right. Here we go. And we got, well, Sean, you got your wish. Holy crap.
This one's going to be crazy.
You guys see this, right?
Yep,
Only
theme song, character.
only one category from the Saturday show made it on here.
Memorable moment.
So who said on the last show that they wanted like something almost completely different?
All of us.
All of us. Yeah.
Well, I think that's why
I believe.
I think that's why I heard it so many times.
This is probably the categories that we probably all wanted.
I think it's a category we all wanted for the last show, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
especially the first one.
Yeah. So, all right. This is really going to. This could really make a difference here. All right. Claymore versus Spawn is up first. It is our first battle of the afternoon. Claymore in the division of Gary Lutz. Spawn in the division of Mark McGee. Theme song is the first category. Spawn's a very adult animated show. It was on HBO. Claymore is an anime, so the theme songs. Dave, I'm gonna go to you first on this.
Yeah. I think for the intro, Claymore got it. I think the intro is a little more, more amped to more. I don't know. Spawn was just more chill, kind of laid back of a intro, where I thought Claymore kind of bring more of more voice to it, more a little more everything to it.
Okay.
And the theme song. I think they worked harder on the theme song than Spawn's theme song.
Okay, that makes sense. Eric.
I'm going opposite. I'm going Spawn. I think Spawn got my attention to the show more.
Okay.
So
Right.
I liked it just a little bit. It just drew my interest a little more.
All right. Sean, we're only 5 minutes into the show. You're already breaking a tie.
I have Spawn winning this one. I wasn't a huge fan of Claymore. I thought it was a little boring, but with Spawn, I like how eerie it kind of starts off, and I like the eeriness of Spawn a little more than Claymore's.
Okay. All right. Spawn takes the first category. 2 more and they get a sweep, but I don't think that's going to happen. Character development. Now, in a show like, and so Spawn is different because in superhero shows or anti-hero shows, because Spawn really is an anti-hero or a crime fighter, as it may be. There is a lot of character development because they are more episodic.
Yeah.
Now, Claymore being an anime is also episodic, so there's also more room for development there as well. Who developed more? Sean, I'm starting with you on this one so you don't have to break another tie.
I'm going to give this one to Claymore. I think there's, from what I've seen out of I think I've watched maybe 4 episodes so far. I think there's just more room for more character development than Spawn was.
Okay.
I think Spawn's more of a limited character growth, and Claymore can branch it out.
All right. Eric, I'll go to you second again.
I'm going with Claymore here. I think there was, from what I watched, I thought there was more growth there.
Okay. All right. Dave, it doesn't matter, but go ahead.
Yeah, I actually went with Spawn here.
It's kind of flabbing. I should have gone with you second.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just the character development is undermined at the ending of this show, so I got to give it to Spawn because it's more consistent through the dark journey and anti-heroism type stuff. So Claymore, I mean, the ending really undermines the character development. So,
Okay.
Once you guys get there, you'll probably agree with me. But, yeah, so I went with Spawn here.
All right.
I thought
one
Sean
more.
had said. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I thought Sean had said Spawn at first, but he said Claymore.
Yeah.
I was gonna pick Claymore to begin with, but then when you get to the ending, it really killed the character growth.
Okay.
Well, thanks for ruining it.
I'm sorry.
He's foreshadowing. All right. Memorable moments. And it's funny because in both shows there are very memorable moments. Spawn, and all I really watched in Spawn was the first episode. But even still, the fact that journalists get killed, and then and Spawn's the one that kills the journalist, and he beats the hitmen to it. And then in Claymore, it's just you have a Claymore who's trying to carry out a mission to kill both shows have memorable moments. Whose moments are more memorable, Eric?
Spawn. I think I just remember from what I watched, 1 or 2 episodes from it. I remember more from it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Dave.
I think Claymore offers more memorable moments. It's got intense, character moments, where they're having emotional tragedies, and I think it's got well executed action sequences that make it very memorable. So I went with Claymore here.
Yeah. Well, look what we have here. Sean breaking another tie, and we're just under 10 minutes.
Too tight already.
No, I agree with everything Dave said. I'm picking Claymore.
Okay.
I think Spawn only has select few moments, and Claymore just keeps.
I think if I
making
watched
moments.
more, it would have been
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really is. Like the opinions are going to change, I think, as we get farther and farther in this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which, by the way, it is going to be, for anybody that doesn't know, because we haven't brought it up in a while, it's going to be a 15-match season. Every show is going to have 15 matches, then playoffs. You may have some divisional matchups at the end, depending on how close some of these divisions are. But, we'll get to that. It's going to be a long series, but also going to be a fun series. Voice acting is the next category. Claymore needs one more to win. Spawn's voice acting, especially like that dark, raspy voice, which is perfect for an anti-hero.
Keith David,
Claymore,
right?
huh?
Well, it was voiced by Keith David, right? Spawn.
Yes. So it's just, dark, raspy voice, which is perfect for that. Obviously, if you watch the dub version of the anime, which I always do, Claymore, they do a very good job with their voice acting as well. But who does it better, Dave?
This one was tough. This one was really tough because I think they both really do a good job with their voice acting. You got, Spawn, who you got a legendary character with the voice acting, and Keith David, and then you got Claymore they got a large cast with, distinct personalities and whatnot. So this one's a really, really tough one for me. But I gave this one to Spawn.
Okay.
Because of Keith David.
Yeah.
All right. Sean, let's go to you next. I'm not going to make you break a tie.
I actually have Claymore taking this one just because of the sheer, number of characters they have with, different styles. I think it's just better, in my opinion.
Okay. All right. Eric, you have the power.
This is really close, but I'm going to give it the edge to Spawn.
You're going Spawn?
Yep. But really close.
All right. So in the 5 weeks that we've been doing 5 weeks that we've been doing this show, or even Animated Hour of Power, have we ever started off with a battle going the full 5?
I don't think so. I was honestly about to text you and be like, "This should be the ender."
Should have been the main event. Well, yeah, especially with what we got. Bad booking on my part.
The show is just, I thought, like, both of them are. What just happened to my thing?
I enjoyed both shows.
I mean, Dave, you're still here.
No, my screen just went black for a second, but it was my fault. I accidentally sticky keyed.
All right. So we're tied 2-2. So already we got a battle here. Probably should have been the main event, but I went all Vince Russo on us for a second. All right. Animation style. You have a very dark, gritty superhero, anti-hero show created by Todd McFarlane. And you have an anime. Very good anime. I mean, a lot of animes are very good animation. There's some that are just like, yeah. But all right, Dave, who did their animation better?
This one was tough because Claymore's a little older with their animation style, and Claymore's a little newer, and Spawn's a little older with their animation style. So it's hard to compare the two because of that. But I got to give it to Claymore here. I think they're newer animations. I think the show came out in 2007-ish. I could be wrong. It could be 2006 or 2008. But
all right, and Spawn came out 10 years earlier.
Yeah. So I think with the newer adaptation of animation, I think Claymore takes it here.
Okay. Eric, what do you think?
Spawn. I think it just sticks out more to me. I just liked it more.
Okay.
The darkness of it.
Every 5 minutes, Sean breaks a tie.
Yeah.
I think there's
It's
been a tie
like
every
clockwork.
category.
It's been 5 minutes.
I think
I'm
there's been a
picking
tie
Spawn.
every category in this matchup.
All right, Sean, what did you say?
I'm picking Spawn.
Okay.
I like the animation mainly because of I like the style of the drawing, but the dark shadowing they do sometimes, like the ominous shadowing,
Yep.
is just amazing. Like the backlight, moonlight.
Yeah.
I just think for what they were doing, it was just so much better. Claymore does have very good animation, just to let you know.
Yeah.
But,
All right. So we started off with a tough battle. Spawn wins at 3-2. Now, Spawn gets 10 points, but Claymore's still going to get 5. So they're not walking out of here empty-handed, and they're darn sure not walking out of here with negative 10 points.
Yeah, that was a good one in the beginning.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's probably one of the
Next
more
one's gonna be
competitive
different.
ones we've ever started out with.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
So this one, I don't know how competitive it's going to be. Or these two might be competing for the worst. Timon and Pumba in the division representing Neil Thompson, and the Angry Beavers representing the division of Will Penn. So Timon and Pumba was on a list that I sent you guys a few months back. The top 10 animated shows in the 90s that could rot your brain.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, Watch Mojo could not name the list. The top 10 animated shows that you needed to smoke pot to watch. Which technically is what that list should have been. Angry Beavers, not necessarily. But all right, so we're starting off with theme song. Timon and Pumbaa, obviously from The Lion King. Their song, Hakuna Matata, basically opens up the show. Angry Beavers kind of does it's almost like a dance number to start the show.
Yeah.
But, all right, Sean, because you broke the tie in the last one, I'm having you start this one.
I gave this one to Timon and Pumbaa.
Yep.
I don't think there's a song out there that even relates to this opening
Yeah.
because of the star power of the song.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just a memorable song.
Yeah.
the
Angry
line,
Beavers is good, but it's kind of slow.
yeah.
It's good for what the show is going to be. It kind of gives you a small adaptation of what it is, but Ain't No Worries is just an iconic number.
Well, and also too, coming from The Lion King, Hakuna Matata, The Lion King had one of the greatest animated movie soundtracks ever.
Yeah.
All right, Dave, we'll go to you next.
Yeah, I have to agree with Sean here. Timon and Pumbaa definitely take this one. Just, I think the better overall song, for sure.
All right, Eric,
Sweep it.
huh?
Sweep it.
All right. All right, Timon and Pumbaa win the category. They are up 1-0. They are 2 away from a sweep. Character development. This one I think is a hard one because there's development, but there's not. Because it's not episodic. But you can make the argument that that the characters develop within the episodes. Like at the beginning of the episode, they're really annoying, but they kind of work themselves out towards the end of the episode. So, Dave, I'm going to start with you.
For character development, I went with Angry Beavers here, with their sibling rivalry. It could be toxic and sometimes evolving. Um, so I just because of that, I went with the Angry Beavers. There wasn't a ton of character development in either show, but
Yeah.
I think Angry Beavers has the edge on this one over Timon and Pumbaa.
Okay. Sean.
No, I agree. Angry Beavers. Timon and Pumbaa felt more like just like a friendship bond than having any like real personal growth
Yeah.
within the episode, I should say.
Gotcha.
Angry Beavers was like how Dave said, it was like civil,
Right.
brother rivalry, and then slowly coming to one.
Okay. All right, Eric, go ahead.
Beavers. Angry Beavers.
All right, so 1-1. Next up is memorable moments. And both shows did have their share of memorable moments. Like the Angry Beavers, when they first showed that film, were like Daggett and Norbert's parents gave birth to a new litter of beavers, so that meant that they had to leave. And Dag didn't want to, but Norbert's just like, it's basically, ironically, the circle of life. That's what happens. New litter comes in, they get all the attention, we got to go.
Yep.
Memorable moments in Timon and Pumbaa, every scheme that Timon's ever tried to come up with to try to catch bugs. Sometimes the music videos that they would have at the end of the episodes.
Their songs and stuff they would do.
Yeah. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I got bugs in my tummy and I don't want to get copyrighted. So both shows had their fair share of memorable moments, but who was more memorable there, Eric?
Angry Beavers. But there was just more, I think, a story off to that show. A little bit. So
All right, Dave?
I actually went the other route here. I went Timon and Pumbaa. I think their numbers that they did musically and whatnot really make it stand out.
Okay. All right. Sean, it's been 8 minutes, but it's time for you to break another call.
I have Timon and Pumbaa solely on like what you brought up, Doug, about the songs being memorable that they sing throughout some of their episodes.
Again, both shows have their fair share of memorable moments, and just Timon and Pumbaa, and plus also the fact you would expect more memorable moments to come out of them just because of the movie they came from.
Right.
Voice acting. Now, the voice actors who voiced Timon and Pumbaa in the movie, Nathan Lane did do the first few episodes of The Lion King or of Timon and Pumbaa, but then he stopped. Ernie Sabella continued to voice Pumbaa throughout the entire run, I believe. The characters who voiced the Angry Beavers, they did a fantastic job. But who did it better, Sean?
I gotta stick with Timon and Pumbaa, I think, here. I think for them switching the dialogue to singing, and just think it was a lot better.
Yeah.
Had to have a lot more range, I should say.
I agree with that. Dave, let's go to you.
I also agree with Sean here. Timon and Pumbaa all the way. Their music numbers, I think they have unique voices as well for their characters to kind of make them really stand out. So I got to give it to them right there. Angry Beavers was more kind of like frantic and, like to me, it was
all over the place.
Yeah, it was more chaotic.
Yeah.
So I preferred the more mellow approach with Timon and Pumbaa.
Okay.
Even though in their own right they could be a little chaotic too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Eric.
Sweep it.
Okay. All right, so Timon and Pumba are going to win this 3-1, I should say. So they will pick up 20 points. So now we go into another very unique one in the Jabberjaw versus the Pirates of Dark Water. By the way, I should mention, if we get to animation in this one, that both shows are Hanna-Barbera shows. Now, different time periods, because Jabberjaw was 1976,
Yep.
and Pirates of Dark Water was 1991. But still, they were both developed by the same company. And this battle kind of just because, I figured water, a shark versus pirates, why not? So Jabberjaw representing the division of Baron Ziegler, Pirates of Dark Water representing the division of Mark McGee. We start with theme song. I think Jabberjaw had more words in it, because Jabberjaw technically is part of a band called I think they were called the Neptunes. So they needed an actual song, to open up their show. Pirates of Dark Water was kind of like your basic pirate type theme song. But whose was better, Sean?
I think Pirates of Blackwater or Dark Water, sorry. I think that one was better.
Okay.
Jabberjaw was just kind of slow for me.
Yeah.
Didn't really get me intrigued as much as Pirates did.
Yeah. By the way, I should mention that Jabberjaw went 16 episodes and Pirates of Dark Water went 21. Because this is one of those that's just like, all right, not necessarily legendary runs, but somebody's got to win.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Eric, who takes the theme song category?
I just preferred the Pirates one. It drew my interest for what it was. I mean, I didn't like the show, but it still drew my interest.
Okay. Dave?
I actually went the opposite. I went Jabberjaw just because they actually had some singing and stuff. The Pirates one was more of a narration with a little bit of music in the background.
Okay. All right. Character development. Pirates of Dark Water wins the first category in theme song here. 2 more and they get a sweep. Character development.
Hmm.
Pirates of Dark Water was kind of episodic because they were on a journey. But you did get to see some development, I think, in Jabberjaw. But again, because it's Hanna-Barbera, I feel like any show that came out in the late 60s, early 70s, a lot of those characters, unless you were the Flintstones or the Jetsons, a lot of those characters looked alike. Because there was a couple of characters in there looked like characters from Josie and the Pussycats and Scooby-Doo. But we'll get the animation in a little bit. But yeah, as far as development goes, it's just who developed more, Dave?
I'm gonna have to go with the Pirates of Dark Water here. I just feel like you said, it's more episodic, and I feel like it has significantly more depth with character development than Jabberjaw does.
Okay. Sean, we'll go to you.
Oh, I agree. Pirates of Dark Water should get this one. I think their characters definitely have a more deep-rooted background. And Jabberjaw's kind of just, I don't know, this is what you get again.
Yeah.
Here you go. I mean, I haven't really noticed any development in Jabberjaw yet, but it's hard to judge it on, 16 episodes to 21 episodes.
Yeah. All right, Eric, go ahead.
Pirates. I didn't see any development in what I watched from Jabberjaw. At least not yet.
All right. 2-0. One more, they get a sweep. And by the way, this is something that well, actually no, because Mark McGee, of course, earlier on, Spawn got a very close victory. But it would just be hard to imagine that Pirates of Dark Water would actually have a lead over Spawn. But all right, memorable moments. Very few episodes of both shows, but it's kind of hard because there were some moments that I did like in Jabberjaw, like when he accidentally stopped like the one sea creature. Like I said, accidentally stopped the one sea creature, like in the very first episode. And like it was just very and there were some, I guess, also memorable entertaining moments. But Pirates of Dark Water being episodic, there was a lot of memorable moments there. Eric, I'm starting with you.
I went with Jabberjaw. I thought there was, from what I watched today, kind of hard to find more episodes. I found one episode. From what I watched, there was more memorable moments in that episode I watched.
The whole series is available on the Internet Archive.
Oh, the whole series. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe.
All right, Dave.
Yeah, I went with Pirates of Dark Water here. I just feel like it was a little bit darker, more mature, and a little more ambitious with the storyline. So I just feel like, they had cliffhangers at the end of their episodes to make you kind of want to watch the next episode and stuff like that. So it kind of, to me, made it more intriguing, more memorable to me, because it was a little more, like I said, darker, more mature. So it was more my style than Jabberjaw, which was kind of more like fun and like a Saturday morning cartoon kind of feel.
Right, and you're into more of the like darker animation.
Right.
So, all right. Guess what, Sean?
Well, get your broom out because I'm picking Dark Water here.
Okay.
I like the cliffhangers. I think that helps with the story of their journey. And like Jabberjaw's kind of just like, yeah, you might remember an episode, but like Dark Water is more continuous.
All right. So we have a sweep here. Pirates of Dark Water wins it 3-0. So 30 points for Pirates of Dark Water. -10 for Jabberjaw. Glad I didn't wear my Jabberjaw shirt. All right. Main event time. Now what's funny is a couple weeks ago when Eric was celebrating his birthday at the local strip club, and I filled in for the judging. We did an episode. It was actually this very show, Animated Showdown. We were at this point as far as like time goes, and we were at the main event, and then the main event took 40 minutes to do because it was so close. Our main event here is Cleveland Show versus Tom and Jerry. If I were going to put money on it, I don't think it's going to be that close. Theme song. Tom and Jerry is a basic, 30. Yeah. It's a basic, movie short intro.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's basic for that period in time. Cleveland, you had him singing the song. I found it kind of annoying, but I'm not judging.
I just want to make one thing clear. The fourth category here isn't really fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, either it's animation
What's the fourth
style
one again?
stuff.
Yeah.
The fourth one's voice acting.
Well, yeah, I know. Like, I had to look at that at first, and I'm like, oh crap, he's right.
Yeah.
All right, but let's start on theme song. Sean, I'm starting with you.
Dang. I'm gonna go with the Cleveland show here.
My name is
I
Cleveland
I
Brown.
just think, I mean, it's just funny to me.
Yeah.
Tom and Jerry is just like, yeah, this is the premise of the show. Here you go. But like, obviously, what are you gonna do for a show like that? I do also agree with you, Doug. It does get annoying though. The Cleveland show. It does get annoying. I will give you that. But I just think, theatrical, it's just better. It's got more to it.
All right, Eric, I'm going to go to you.
I'm going with Cleveland show too. I just thought it was more funny and more intriguing, even though Tom and Jerry's a legendary show.
Yeah. Before we get Dave's vote, Cleveland show representing the division of Joshua Allen. Tom and Jerry representing the division of my sister's fiance, Kevin Johnston.
Josh Allen.
Yeah. So again, because of the family ties here, we know which show I'm rooting for, even though I don't really like it, the Cleveland show. So, all right, Dave, go ahead.
Yeah, I agree with these guys. Cleveland show has a better theme song, I believe. Tom and Jerry, it's kind of like an orchestra in the background with like a lion roaring, which is kind of cool. But the Cleveland show, it's got lyrics, it's got a little goofy intro animation, so I got to go with that.
So next category, and Cleveland, of course, has the first win, 2 more, and they get a sweep. Which is kind of weird to say that they could sweep Tom and Jerry, because some of these cartoons that we've been not necessarily writing off, but it's just like we've been kind of going against. They're legendary cartoons, but unfortunately, because of the categories and because of our tastes, or depending on our audience, probably lack thereof, like it just the categories just really don't favor a lot of these classic cartoons. And so with that being said, character development, there can be a little bit of development in Tom and Jerry. Not much, because it's the same thing. Tom always trying to catch Jerry.
Yep.
And either getting outsmarted by Tom or bit in the tail by Spike.
Mm-hmm.
Cleveland, you could see the character development because he goes from marrying a woman to try to winning over her kids, and the character development there.
And the development with the children themselves.
Yeah, exactly. Eric, I'm going to start with you.
I'm going with the Cleveland show because I thought there was more development, because he goes from where he was, and then he moves and he finds his old girlfriend, or not old girlfriend, but his old sort of crush.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Dave?
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with the Cleveland show here. I think it holds a lot more character development than Tom and Jerry does. Like you said, Tom and Jerry, it's kind of the same act of, cat chasing mouse type deal. Where the Cleveland show, they have room to expand on their characters and develop them a little more, and have them go through different scenarios, like at school, at work, and so on, or family problems.
Right. All right, Sean, go ahead.
Cleveland show all day.
All right. Cleveland's up 2-0. They can win it in the next category with a sweep.
Who would
man,
thought that?
a lot of people are just going to be like, "Don't worry, umpire. I see the signal." A lot of people are just going to be like, I can't believe you guys. It's the categories, and also too, you're looking at two different shows from an era, but sometimes the old cartoons just don't hit. Right? Bugs Bunny and Animated Hour of Power had the right categories.
Yeah.
Like if we would have had the categories on Animated Hour of Power that we did here, Darkwing Duck probably would have swept Bugs Bunny.
Yeah. 100%.
Okay.
The first
a couple weeks ago,
three categories. Yeah, you're right. The theme song, character development, memorable moments. I mean, Bugs would have got swept.
Yeah. But because they had the categories that they had, it worked out better in their favor.
Mm-hmm.
Memorable moments. Now, Tom and Jerry did have a lot of memorable moments. Now, obviously, it was very repetitive, like we keep saying, but also too, every time Tom would try to sneak around Spike, it didn't work. And Spike would always get him. Cleveland Show obviously had memorable moments as well. Whose moments were more memorable, Sean? Or Dave? Dave, we'll go to you first. I'm sorry.
I'm going to go with Tom and Jerry here. I remember episodes from when I was a child, like you're talking about, I remember, when Tom went up to the dog, drew a line because his chain wouldn't go past a certain point.
I saw that the other day.
Yeah.
I watched that one too.
That's a good one. But and then you got the one where there's a woman cat when Tom's trying to get her.
I saw that one too.
Yeah, and there's another Tom cat, basically, and they're competing. There's times where Jerry's nice to Tom and sees him having a bad day and tries to cheer him up and stuff like that. He's like, "Come on, it's no fun if you're not trying to catch me."
Yeah.
But
which, by the way, it's not.
Yeah, exactly. So and you got the little mouse that comes on every now and then too. The little guy, right? I forget his nephew.
I can't remember his name, but it's his nephew.
Yeah, but I think that's pretty memorable when he's on there because he's always kind of just walking.
It's the same name with the G, right? Isn't it?
Maybe.
I'm gonna search this now.
Yeah,
maybe. But I just think it's pretty memorable, those moments on that show.
Okay. All right, Sean. Now I'm going to you.
I was back and forth on it because of how repetitive Tom and Jerry is. I mean, there are the moments where Tom does catch him, but he always escapes. So it's kind of just like hitting the restart button. But they're just, I'm gonna go with Tom and Jerry. I think I have to. I remember more of Tom and Jerry moments like that than I do ever watching the Cleveland Show.
Yeah, the only thing I remember of the Cleveland Show is when the son goes out there and starts singing or something.
And his nephew is named Tuffy. It's Tuffy right here. It says his name is Tuffy, or Jerry's, or Dinky. There's multiple. I guess there's a lot. Is it Nibbles? Or Tuffy? Don't trust Google, everybody. Overview says Jerry's nephew is Dinky. People ask, is it Nibbles or Tuffy? YouTube's telling me it's Tuffy. I guess it changes over. Yeah, see this? The images are saying Nibbles, and that's the one I remembered. And there's another one on Fandom that says Tuffy. I don't get it.
All right, Eric, go ahead.
Tom and Jerry. Yeah. The legendary show. I think there's strictly more memorable moments in that show.
All right, who's going to start playing the sad violin?
All right. Well, Tom and Jerry doesn't get
down
swept, so they don't get swept, so that's important. So they're not going to lose 10 points. But this is the worst category this show can get.
Yeah. All right, Pete.
I think we're all. There's. I mean,
You
Cleveland Show had a great voice cast. Tom and Jerry didn't have one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just bad luck on Tom and Jerry's.
Yeah.
If you can debate why Tom and Jerry should, please go ahead.
Now,
I was just gonna. I mean, I can't do it.
I mean, they kind of had to have voice actors, right, for the screaming.
The screams, yeah, well, like when Tom gets hurt or something.
Yeah, every time there was one episode he was trying to sneak around Spike, and Spike snuggled his leg, thinking it was a dog bone, and Spike's asleep.
Now, this noises that they make, like when they're doing actions or like running and the like, like stuff like that, or like the chattering of jaw, would that be considered voice acting as well, or is that just
I think it's more sound effects?
Yeah,
Sound
you
okay.
can make sound. Those are more sound effects.
So then, with the yells and stuff that we hear,
listen, Dave.
no, if the yells and stuff that we hear on there, then wouldn't they just be sound effects too? Because I didn't really see a voice casting for this show when I looked it up.
I would just say that yelling is more of a sound effect than a voice.
Yeah, they probably just recorded some random person doing it.
Okay.
Some random production guy working for the show probably just
yeah.
Didn't think I need to, give me my $2.
All right. So is everybody in agreement that this should be Cleveland?
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately. For Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
Even if so, I mean, Cleveland.
If it would have asked me which one was more, if it asked me which one was more enjoyable, I'm picking Tom and Jerry though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm sticking with Cleveland.
All right. So
Even the originality would have been Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, they would have won originality. They would have. I mean, I don't know about you guys. I think they would have won humor. Tom and Jerry.
That's a hard one to judge because that's two completely different spectrums of humor.
Yeah,
I would say
judging on the humor that I prefer.
Yeah, but would you classify like Tom and Jerry to be like clean humor, and then the Cleveland Show more like raunchy humor or dirty?
Okay, so I look at it as Tom and Jerry actually made me like chuckle. Cleveland Show it made me kind of bow my head in shame.
Yeah, I was gonna say roll your eyes too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had humor going to Tom and Jerry because I remember laughing more out loud as a kid, like my kid laugh.
I just felt like
an adult laugh, like, oh, that's funny because
Cleveland Show is more
wrong to say something like that.
Family Guy.
I felt like Cleveland Show tried too hard to be Family Guy. Yeah.
That was the issue.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're going to win here, so they get 20 points. Tom and Jerry is able to avoid the sweep. But it just goes to show. I did not have Cleveland Show beating Tom and Jerry on my bingo card.
Neither did I.
But the categories matter.
Yeah, they really do.
How many
theme song wise too? I mean, if you know anything about Seth MacFarlane, like with Family Guy, he used a full orchestra.
Yeah.
To make that sound like, because he loves classical music like that. And that's no easy task.
How many upsets have you had, Doug?
Upsets?
Yeah. I mean, this one.
This one, I think a lot of people would classify Heathcliff beating Scooby-Doo, Where Are You as an upset.
Yep.
My mom and dad sure did.
Yeah, but again, the categories.
I think that's... Yeah, I agree. I'm just going to leave it at that.
It really does.
It's hard to keep in
before
mind
the show started.
Categories.
Categories are gonna matter.
Yeah. What were you saying, John?
I don't remember.
That's a way to plead the fifth.
I like your
No.
background, dude. It keeps changing up.
I'm trying to organize everything better.
Yo, does that sign in the back light up, bro?
Yeah, so before I was TCA X Reaper, I was Elite Diplodoc.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
so I got an Elite Diplodoc streams sign. But then I was dumb because I was like, my favorite color is green. Let me get a neon green. And then when you would put it on camera, it's a neon green sign. It's not going to illuminate. It's just going to be one big blur because it's neon green, like a green screen. So the camera's having a worse time trying to pick that color up.
Oh, okay.
But I keep it up there because Danielle bought it for me. So
Aw.
I thought you would have went purple.
if I get a TCA X Reaper one, I'm getting a purple, and if I can get like a purple and white or a purple and like kind of like a black.
Blue? Oh, black. Okay.
Maybe blue. Maybe like a black light background, but I don't know.
That'd be kind of cool.
But yeah, Eric, I would say that like the biggest upsets, like this one, again, because of the categories and with Heathcliff over Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Samurai Pizza Cat's getting a sweep last week was kind of, unexpected. It was surprising, but it had to do with the categories and the show it was going against.
Yeah.
So, like the categories are what matter. And yeah, there's going to be like, how many people do you think are going to come after, are going to look at me and be like, why did Cleveland show beat Tom and Jerry? And I'm going to look at them and be like, look at our categories.
What voice acting did Tom and Jerry have? Just hit them with that.
Yeah. Be like, voice acting was one of the categories. If you don't have voice acting, you can't win the category.
I have an option. Just don't respond.
Well, yeah.
Just don't respond.
Yeah. Or at least if I respond, just don't tell you about it.
Still recording it.
Yeah.
No, I just think some people obviously have their opinion, and that's fine. But try just remembering that it's all category based. It's nothing personal against the show.
That's what we have to just keep telling people is that it's all category based, and it really depends on the category, and we have to look at this like, okay, you have to base on the category, and it really is our preference.
Right. And just because
100%.
we vote against something like a show in a certain category this week doesn't necessarily mean the next time we do it, it's gonna change an outcome because we have more time to watch shows.
Yeah. And
if somebody can make
Or
an
who they're
argument,
going up against, or if there's a cat going to knock stuff off of a computer desk because he's needy and adorable.
Yeah. All right, Eric, go ahead.
I was going to say, if somebody can make an argument for voice acting for Tom and Jerry, maybe they should come on the show and debate us.
But the thing is, even in the newer shows, they don't have it. It's one thing to do it based on like the original, but even in the newer ones, I don't think. It's all dubbed voices. It's not actual. It's whoever. It's normally with a show like that. It's normally the creator of the show or the person drawing it, or the illustrator. That's always the one that does the little sound bits. But yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I mean,
sorry, Tom and Jerry. If you get voice acting, you're losing it every time.
Yeah.
Is there any other shows in the tournament that have no voice acting, such as Tom and Jerry?
Pink Panther, I believe.
Ooh, those would be fun to pin up against each other.
Well, and I say that I think in Pink Panther, I do think that like the humans. I know the Pink Panther doesn't talk.
Yeah, I know he doesn't talk. It's more of like a.
If we talk to that, then maybe it should cancel each other out.
Yeah. But
whoever did Pink Panther versus Tom and Jerry, and the category is voice acting. You just cancel each other out and either pick another one or just go to the next category.
It'd be a draw. Yeah, what would you do if? What? Yeah, if those two went up against each other and it was voice acting, how would you decide that?
Go back into the randomizer and pick one at random.
No, but because we have 3 other shows, battles that are going on, they could have voice acting. Why would you get rid of that just for one battle? You would have to just skip to the next category.
Skip to the next category and hope that, like, you know,
unless it was like here, who would you pick over Tom and Jerry and Cleveland show for animation? I would
that was
pick
tough
the
for
Cleveland
me.
show. I thought it was a lot cleaner.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It's a lot cleaner because it's a lot newer.
Yeah, exactly.
But for the time Tom and Jerry came out, that they finessed that animation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but again, if you want to look at it, okay, this is newer, so it's a lot cleaner. Like it really just depends on categories and your preference in that category.
Right.
Like,
well, to me,
you can have, use this as an example, right? We could have Batman the Animated Series versus the Flintstones. I'm just surmising here. And you could, like, Batman could be far superior in, like, a category like memorable moments, because they could have more memorable moments. But if you enjoy the moments of the Flintstones more, that's what you're going to pick.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense completely. So,
I mean, and that's what we're going on here.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys this: do you think memorable moments and enjoyment kind of go hand in hand?
No, unless you're smart enough to kind of toss them together like I just did.
That's right. That's why I asked.
Look at it this way, Eric. There's so many memorable moments in SpongeBob, and you don't even like the show. If you don't enjoy the show, but it has a lot of memorable moments.
Yeah, that's why I asked, because like the Flintstones, there could be moments, more memorable moments, but you enjoy Batman more.
Yeah, and then
but you get
like you just use that as the next as the reason for the next category.
Yep.
Yeah.
But then again, you're also pinning that up against whoever the other show is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's just
so it's not like you're swaying one opinion over the other.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it is. It all really depends on the match.
Yeah, exactly. And
trying to be fair.
Yeah, trying. I mean, and it's just like we are being fair, and people can criticize all they want. And it's all that, and that's your opinion. If you think we're idiots,
hey, I'm rooting for Naruto Shippuden to win, and that person has nothing to do with me. I have no idea who.
I went up against that person own wife's category.
Yeah, well, and here's the thing: like we had, people are obviously going to disagree sometimes, but I mean, if you really have that big of a problem with what we're doing here, go ahead and contact me and tell me you're going to be on the show. If you think you can do a better job than what these 3 guys are doing, by the way, they're sacrificing their Saturday night, 2 to 3 hours of their Saturday night every Saturday to do this show. Because I'm
watching shows
and the time watching shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
We're sacrificing.
Yeah.
Some of our
or
days.
You can, join in the comments. Tell us how you feel.
Yeah. So, all right. So we just
we'd be taking notes. We'd be taking notes. All right.
We just wasted like another 15 minutes just going over this. Because by the way, we're still on the air.
I was gonna say, do you want to end the show and then we can talk off air? We already One.
Well,
All right.
our people, our listeners also needed to hear it too. So
Yeah. So all right.
We
So
love you
tonight
all.
we had Spawn beat Claymore 3-2. We had Timon and Pumba beat the Angry Beavers 3-1. Pirates of Dark Water swept Jabberjaw 3-0. Cleveland Show beat Tom and Jerry 3-1. Make sure to join us Saturday for Animated Hour of Power. Johnny Quest versus Space Ghost. Battle of the Planets versus Gilligan's Planet. Solar Opposites versus Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law. And Invincible versus Static Shock in the main event. Next week on this show, on Animated Showdown, 16 versus Chowder. Captain Planet and the Planeteers versus Hulk Hogan's Rock and Wrestling. Ninja Kamui versus the Boondocks. And the main event is Star Wars Droids versus Tokyo Ghoul.
Ooh.
So, Star Wars versus anime.
I actually really like that matchup, Doug. That finale that you got on the second on this show. That's going to be tough.
Star Wars is going to be tough, especially if we get fan base.
Wait until you guys start watching Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah.
I already have.
Oh, this show could be a little gruesome. Just a forewarning.
A little gruesome. A little gruesome, he says.
What happened?
Oh, you'll find out. I ain't telling you.
Yeah,
So, all right, but
first
that is-
episode, Eric.
Watch it right before you go to bed. Like you're laying there all nice and cuddled up with your pillow mate, whatever you're using.
And throw on the first episode of Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah, turn off the light, sit there,
Oh my god!
cuddled up.
First episode is gonna be like.
Earlier on the Animated Hour of Power, he said that the assassination classroom moments were more memorable than Vinland Saga, even after I described one of the more disturbing moments on Assassination Classroom.
Yeah, he'll be taking
Well,
notes.
So
that
as
moment
far as
didn't
we
even
know,
come to the head.
he's a freak. So,
He likes that. He's like, oh yeah.
so Tokyo Ghoul, who knows? He might be.
I'm just saying, when you think somebody's innocent, they are not.
Yeah.
They are not. Don't trust nobody.
Like, why is your camera the darkest out of all of us? Like you have no light in your room.
Because he's not wearing pants.
We don't need to see that low. I could be not wearing pants.
I like the shirt. Is that
That was pretty.
Is that,
dope shirt.
yeah? Is that Ghost Rider?
No, it's Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes. Oh, okay.
I take it back.
I just seen the fire skull, so I thought Ghost Rider right off the top of my head.
All right. So make sure to like and subscribe to the When Tunes Combine YouTube channel. Join the When Tunes Combine Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/When Tunes Combine. Make sure to also subscribe to Eric's Unscripted Sports Show, the Wrestling Through the Years YouTube channel as well, the Stabcast YouTube channel with Daniel and Mindy, the Dizzle 97 Gaming channel.
NFL shows.
Yeah. And then also follow Sean at TCAX Reaper at TikTok,
Love that.
Twitch, and YouTube. Those are pretty cool. Trying to distract me while I'm trying to do the damn plugs. Make sure you follow Wildcard Dave on Twitch at TCAX Godsend 95. All right. We are done here. We've technically been done for 15 minutes, but still ramble on. So, all right, we will see everybody Saturday for Animated Hour of Power.
Peace.
Yep.